So, for this edition of Granny Sandy's Fairy Garden Thursday, I have these fairy gardens that I made. I bought the hearts at the thrift store, and they were kind of a dirty blue, so I washed everything up and I painted it white. And I just started thinking about how I would make this. So I had 3 different hearts, so I decided I'd make 3 different fairy gardens. So the first fairy garden I made was the middle one, and that little sweet fairy girl sitting there playing her flute, sitting amongst her flowers with a little white picket fence, and there's the flowers kind of going up the heart like a trellis. And she has a little birdie who's sitting watching her play her flute. She's sitting on a little bench, and I think she's just adorable. So the second one, I decided she needed a little fruit and a little vegetable garden. So in the second heart, I made this little garden. It has a little white picket fence, and it has this pretty cherry tree in blossom. And down below she has some carrots and some cabbage. And those are magic fairy berries, because I'm not sure what they are. Anyhow, I had some of those in my stash, so they went in the garden too. And of course, it's the green moss. And up the back, I put some vines. They kind of look like maybe Brussels sprouts or something might grow on them. And there's another little birdie watching over the garden. And there's the 2 little gardens. So, in the third heart, I decided she needed a pet. So, we gave her a unicorn. So, this lucky little unicorn has his own garden to play in. He has a white picket fence, and then we have some very, very pretty flowers all around him, so he can nibble on them and he can smell them and enjoy them. And it's all sitting on moss too. That's the third little garden. So that's the 3-hearted wall hanger that you can hang on your wall. Or I'm sure any little girl would love to have this hanging on her wall so they can enjoy it. And I also bought a single fairy garden, or a single heart. And I made a little fairy garden in here. And this fairy is sitting and waving at her friends, telling them to come and see her. She has a little bunny rabbit back there, one of her friends. She has a little bag of popcorn. So that birdie can have a treat too. So it's all lined in the moss. And it has pretty daisies. And then this flower growing on kind of a vine. And our fairy girl is so cute, waving at her friends, waiting for them to come. Her little dress is adorable. And the band around her head is so pretty, it matches her dress. So that's that little fairy garden. Another one that you can just hang on your wall and enjoy. Didn't really go. This little fairy girl, she has the flute in her mouth. She has a pretty pink dress. She has blue flowers in her hair. And she has pretty red hair. It's a cute little fairy. It's a cute little fairy. Well, there's the 2 wall hanging fairy gardens I made. I hope you enjoyed this video and it gives you some inspiration on how to put together a little fairy garden for yourselves. And thanks again, Granny Sandy, for doing the Thursday fairy garden group. I love fairy gardens. And thanks for watching, everybody. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, could you please subscribe? I'd really appreciate it. I'd love to get to 300 for my birthday. And my birthday is April 13th, coming up real soon. Anyhow, thanks again for watching. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye.